Hey guys, what's going on? This is Tyler, and here today we are going to be continuing What If Vegeta Went Ultra Instinct. In the last part we had Vegeta winning the Tournament of Power and reviving only Universe 6 rather than reviving all the universes. At this point, Vegeta and Goku would end up sparring with each other, both intending to keep up their training to try and obtain Ultra Instinct once again. If you want more context to part 1, I suggest you go and watch it, and when you are done, you can come back here. Anyways, guys, with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. So the arc starts up about the same, basically the stuff with Broly and Paragus coming to Earth. All that whole plotline with Broly and Paragus is the same. I'm also going to be focusing on what's going down on Earth. I'm going to be changing some things a little bit. For example, instead of Beerus yelling at them to stop fighting because he's trying to sleep, I'm going to say Beerus is actually not napping at this point. He's actually wide awake and he's just watching the show and enjoying it. And in this timeline, Goku and Vegeta are not in their base form having a little fun sparring match. Remember, Vegeta and Goku have discovered this form and want to try and obtain it, and they could feel a power even further beyond this. So, just to start it off, I'm going to be saying Goku and Vegeta are actually starting off in their Super Saiyan Blue states. They're going blow for blow at this point, each punch emerging a shockwave. It seems like Vegeta and Goku are actually equal in this scenario. Vegeta would try and break his limits, getting the upper hand on Goku while Goku is on the defensive. Goku for a quick second would glow with a white aura. His punch is about to connect with Vegeta's face, but when Vegeta slowly blinks, his hair would glow with a white aura as well. Vegeta would dodge it barely. Goku's punch missed by just a hair. After this, Goku and Vegeta would both revert into their base forms, breathing heavily, and they are very fatigued at this point. Vegeta and Goku have basically went into the MUI state, and Beerus actually catched on to this. He would then tell Goku and Vegeta this, and he would also say how you two are just getting closer and closer to obtaining Ultra Instinct. So after this, Goku and Vegeta would take a break to recover, and this is where Bulma wants to go on a Dragon Ball hunt to basically make herself 5 years younger. And this is where it gets similar to the original, with Vegeta and Goku tagging along on Bulma's adventure. Just to remind you guys, in case some of you forgot, the stuff with Broly and Paragus leading up to the fight stays as per normal. I don't want to explain stuff y'all already know, so I'm just going to keep it simple like that. Anyways, when the Broly fight begins, Vegeta would actually not lose as early. Remember, Vegeta's God form couldn't even stop Broly, but Goku could actually hold him back somewhat, even taking a punch and judo throwing him. Now, I'm not saying Vegeta by the end of the movie scales below Goku. I'm saying at least in the beginning, Goku does scale above him, because Vegeta was able to stand side by side with Goku in the end, so you can argue Vegeta might have gotten stronger over the course of the film. Which actually makes sense due to the beating he received by Broly. Anyways, at least in the beginning of the movie, Goku does scale above Vegeta. However, in this timeline, that is not the case. Remember, in this timeline, Goku and Vegeta are relative in blue, so logically they should be relative in base, which would make them relative to basically all their forms. So SSJ Goku would be equal to SSJ Vegeta. SSG Goku would be equal to SSG Vegeta. And you could even argue that this Goku has gotten stronger since Vegeta is more motivated to train with him because he wants to unlock Ultra Instinct. So with this, all I'm saying is you could definitely make a case that Vegeta in this timeline is going to last longer against Broly. So we are just going to be saying that. If you guys disagree, you guys can hop in the Discord or something. Anyways, with that out of the way, Vegeta would last long against Broly, however, he would still succumb to him due to Broly's overwhelming power and rage. At this point, Goku would just be witnessing Vegeta getting ragdolled by Broly and decide to step in. He would power up into his Super Saiyan God transformation and charge at Broly while he's ragdolling Vegeta, and decides to use his God Bind technique. At this point, Goku is trying to sympathize with Broly, knowing that he doesn't want to fight and that it's okay that if he doesn't want to fight, he doesn't have to. At this point, Broly actually seems like he's actually going to give in to this speech from Goku, but Vegeta messes it up and blasts Broly in the face. This would catch Goku off guard, and so his God Bind technique would be released from Broly, and Broly would just be enraged even further. At this point, like in the original, Broly would just be bodying Goku, however, Vegeta would also be receiving a bodying, since he decided to break Goku's God Bind technique and enrage Broly even more. And like in the original, Frieza would kill Paragus, which results them into facing off against SSJ Broly. Goku and Vegeta would try and combine their powers as Super Saiyan Blues, but it's no hope. However, we are going to make things a little bit different. Instead of having fusion, we are going to be having a little bit more of a Vegeta moment. Vegeta in this timeline would say to Goku that he's got an idea, but Goku has to get out of here. He's going to fight Broly on his own. He's saying this as he's looking at Frieza getting ragdolled by Broly at this point. Goku would try and talk Vegeta out of this, but before he can try anything, Vegeta blitzes at Broly, firing a point-blank final flash in his face. Now don't worry, this doesn't mean Vegeta's faster than Goku, it's just that Goku got caught off guard at that instant moment because he was just focusing on trying to get him and Vegeta out of there, and he wasn't expecting Vegeta to do something like that. Also, no, Frieza wasn't blasted. Frieza was just getting blown around, and at that point, Broly just so happened to blow Frieza away as Vegeta was coming at him with the final flash. So you could argue, Broly technically saved Frieza's life because he punched him so hard he sent him flying and took an attack for him. Vegeta just keeps on pumping in ki into the blast, making the blast even huger, and Vegeta thinks he might have actually done something, but he was mistaken. Broly gets up and walks through Vegeta's final flash. He would then slam Vegeta into the ground and then fly up and shoot a gigantic green energy blast. Goku would try and save Vegeta, but the blast outspeeds him. The blast hits the general area where Vegeta was at. Goku and Frieza have no idea what had just happened. At this point, Frieza and Goku can't sense Vegeta at all, and Goku decides to get in a little closer while Frieza just keeps his distance. He doesn't want the smoke with Broly at all. And when Goku gets a little bit closer, he would see the smoke clear and Vegeta's body would be gone. Goku would just assume that his body got reduced to dust, and at this point Goku would just shake after witnessing Broly kill Vegeta so easily, someone who's equal to him. At this point Broly can't even control himself, and after seeing that he killed Vegeta, he would just laugh hysterically at the fact that he killed him. Goku would understand that his only option is to try and fuse with maybe someone like Frieza, and so Goku would use his instant transmission begging Frieza and explaining to him how this fusion dance works and how they need to fuse to try and stop Broly. Frieza is completely caught off guard by this because he thinks that Goku just hates him, or maybe Goku wanted to try and finish Frieza off or something, but the fact that he actually wants to work with him, Frieza's a little flattered. Frieza would be contemplating inside of his head, but Goku would just shout at Frieza saying, "We don't have any time left, we have to fuse or everything will be gone." Goku would then shout out at Frieza, "You want to finish me, right? You want to settle the score, right? How are we going to settle the score if we're all dead, Frieza?" At this point, Broly would just charge at Goku and Frieza, but Whis would intervene. Whis would then say to Goku that he's got a little bit of time. And so Goku would just be trying to convince Frieza to fuse with him while Frieza's just hesitating as Whis is clowning on Broly. At this point, Broly is just getting tired of Whis because he can't land a hit on him, and so he decides to chase after Goku and Frieza. Goku attempts to use his instant transmission technique and try and get him and Frieza out of there. However, with Broly's overwhelming speed, he would already catch up to the two of them before Goku can try and teleport away. Broly's fist is about to meet with Goku's face, however, something would get in between them and send Broly flying. We can't see the man's face right now, but Goku just smiles looking at the back of him. He would then say, "It appears that you're alive. Huh, Vegeta?" Vegeta would turn around saying, "Yeah, I'll take care of this clown. You get Frieza away from here, and make sure he stays on this planet. I'll deal with him later." And as this happens, a blue flaming aura emerges from Vegeta's body. It appears that he has gone into the same state that had fought and rivaled even Jiren himself, the Ultra Instinct Omen state. Broly barely manages to recover from the attack that Vegeta dealt to him, and he would then scream that he thought he killed him. Vegeta would scoff, saying to Broly that he was certainly mistaken, and that he would never be able to kill the Prince of all Saiyans. "Go ahead, Broly. See if you can even land a hit on me now." Broly believes that Vegeta is just trying to be cocky to try and scare Broly, but it's not working at all. However, Broly would then realize that it wasn't just a bluff. Broly would then charge at Vegeta with everything that he's got, and Vegeta would dodge swiftly, and also giving Broly a kick to the face, sending him flying, and Broly could barely recover from that attack. This pisses off Broly, and so instead of just charging at him, he's gonna charge at him along with hitting him with a bunch of combos, or attempting to try and hit him with a bunch of combos. Broly would just be rushing at Vegeta with everything that he's got, throwing energy blasts, punches, kicks, even energy mouth beams, but it's not working. He hasn't even landed one hit on Vegeta. At this point, Broly starts getting even more frustrated, to the point where he's growing in size and his hair is turning green. Vegeta would realize that Broly is starting to get stronger, and so he has to finish this now. He would fire a Gallic gun at Broly, attempting to kill him. However, Vegeta's Gallic gun wasn't fast enough, and Broly managed to power up into his full power in time, deflecting the Gallic gun like it was nothing. Vegeta is shocked to see Broly deflect his Gallic Gun, but is also pissed off at himself for not being able to finish off Broly in time and getting cocky. However, he can't be too focused on himself right now as Broly is charging at Vegeta with a punch. And so Vegeta attempts to block it, and he successfully does, but barely manages to block it. After he barely manages to block it, he would understand that he's the only one who has a chance to fend off against Broly. And so, even if he goes out, he's gonna go out doing the best he can to try and protect his planet. And so, Broly and Vegeta would be going at it for a little while. As this is happening, Goku is completely appalled by Vegeta's performance against Broly and is a little bit distracted by this entire fight and is not really watching Frieza at this point. Frieza's there, but Goku's just caught off guard. Frieza notices this and decides to take advantage of this. Frieza would slowly fly behind Goku and in an instant would power up into his golden form, firing an energy blast at Goku, which by the way, this Goku is in his base form and is heavily fatigued. Frieza would smirk, saying, "I will defeat you even if that means I'm dead right after, monkey." This would overwhelm Goku to the point where he would actually black out. When Goku wakes up, he's just in a black void and all he can see is himself. And as this happens, he would then see an after image version of Chi-Chi saying Goku. Along with this, we would then see Android 18, Android 17, Vegeta, Gohan, Krillin, Tien, Master Roshi, Yamcha, everybody in his life that's been cheering him on and has been supporting him. They're basically all saying to Goku that he needs to get back up, he needs to help Vegeta, he needs to protect Earth. And as this happens, Goku would calmly reply to them saying, "Yeah, I got it." And as this happens, Goku would appear behind Frieza. This would actually catch Frieza off guard. He would then say, "Monkey, you're alive? Ha!" As he tries to scream out how, Goku would overwhelm him with one punch to the gut, reverting him into his base form and knocking him out cold. Goku would then power up with a blue aura surrounding him, similar to what he did in the Tournament of Power, or similar to Vegeta's aura. Basically, if you guys didn't know, Goku has also gone into the Ultra Instinct Omen state. And this actually distracts Broly for a few seconds as he senses another strong power come out of the blue. This gives Vegeta an advantage and would fire a Gallic Gun in his face. This blows back Broly barely, but as this happens, Goku would use his instant transmission technique to kick Broly into the face, sending him flying even further. As this happens, Goku and Vegeta are face to face with each other. Vegeta would then say to Goku, "You know this isn't enough to beat Broly." Goku would then say, "Yeah, I know, Vegeta. We need to go into that same silver state that we discovered during our spar." Vegeta would then remark, "If we're going to do it, we need to use everything that we got." Remember, they don't have too much time left until their Omen forms go away, and so Goku and Vegeta rush at Broly, synchronizing with each other and being able to somewhat keep up with Broly, but they need to overpower him before it's too late. And so Goku and Vegeta both rush at Broly with a final attempt. Goku would teleport behind him to throw Broly off guard and goes for a punch to the back on Broly. While Broly is caught off guard, Vegeta would smirk and charge for a full power kick. Broly would finally notice Goku behind him, and so he tries to go for an explosive wave to harm Goku and Vegeta. However, before he pulls this off, Vegeta and Goku would glow in a silver aura and their speed increases along with their power. They move too fast for Broly, and so Broly would get kicked in the stomach and punched in the back. Now, at this point, Vegeta and Goku don't just glow in the silver aura, they're actually able to use this form for just a little bit. However, the form is blinking off and on. So they basically need to use one last attack to take down Broly for the count. Goku and Vegeta would then fire a final Kamehameha. Well, a final flash and a Kamehameha, but it would combine into a final Kamehameha. The final Kamehameha speeds out Broly, and Broly is seemingly doomed. However, he would be teleported back to Vampa in time, due to Chi-Lai. After this, Goku and Vegeta would revert to their base form, taking heavy repercussions for using Mastered Ultra Instinct. Well, Mastered Ultra Instinct for only temporarily, but even then, the repercussions for it are still great. Remember when Goku fought Jiren, that black energy was surrounding him, and he was heavily damaged from it. Anyways, Frieza is unconscious on the ground, and as this is going on, Piccolo would fly to the area with Senzu-beans. Whis realized that both Vegeta and Goku had achieved temporary access to the complete state of Ultra Instinct. Anyways, the film would end with Goku teleporting to Vampa, supplying Chi-Lai and Broly, and would say Kakarot like in the original. And that would be the conclusion of the Broly arc. So, what did you guys think? Did you like this? I'm gonna wait until the Moro arc is finished to see if there's anything Vegeta and Goku would do, but if not, this will be the last part of the what if, at least for now. Anyways, I feel like this would just be a way to build up Goku and Vegeta obtaining MUI slowly rather than in one arc, so I believe we're going to be keeping that build up. So Goku and Vegeta, just want you guys to know, aren't keeping MUI at all. That might have seemed obvious and clear to you guys, but just so you know, when they go UI, they're not going into the MUI state like that. Basically, I'm just trying to build this up and keep the pacing for MUI a lot more interesting, or at least keeping the form at least a little bit more special rather than just, you know, powering up and bam, your MUI. Didn't really like that. But anyways, with that out of the way, be sure to follow me on Twitter, subscribe if you're new, along with hitting the notification bell since YouTube notifications tend to mess up, so hit the notification bell. Anyways, with that out of the way, I'm gonna get up out of here. Peace out. Bye.
Yang